Dear audience, thank you for joining us on this occasion. We're talking about special education in Ecuador. The group is formed by Eli, Pablo, Stefania, Sabrina, and Irina. This was done for a module of special education and EFL teaching for our master's program. So first, some essential information you might need.
Okay. We are going to give a definition about special education, but first we need to do the meaning of the acronym is SEN. It means special educational needs, and it refers to physical, mental, emotional disabilities like autism, sensory impairments, and other conditions. As a conclusion, we we defined special education as a customized teaching for students with disabilities or special requirements. Um, Something important that we consider here is a collaborative work uh, with implies parents, educators, and the community. Something very special that we have to consider here too is the value empathy, because with this value, teachers are able to identify students' challenges and address this in the best way. Uh, Ellie is going to explain about the legal framework in Ecuador.
Okay, talking about the legal framework here in Ecuador, as you can see, we have three articles. These three articles have in common the inclusive education. Also, you can see that there is a national development plan that includes strategies to promote educational education here in Ecuador. Next, you're going to see the challenges.
Okay, I am going to tell you about the challenges in special education. So we can say that Ecuador faces several challenges in special education. The first one is the infrastructure gaps that make schools less accessible for students with disabilities. The other one is the limited resources. It means that it is insufficient funding for materials, training the staff, and adaptive technology. The other one is the teacher training. Often doesn't fully equip educators for diverse needs. And the last one is the cultural barriers that is like a stigma hinder to inclusion. Addressing this requires a better funding, policies, and community awareness. Next, we have success stories and initiatives.
Thank you, Sabrina. So the success stories and initiatives are direct responses to the challenges previously mentioned. We have first Misión Manuel Espejo, which focuses on identifying and geolocating the students that deal with these conditions and are from low income households, therefore are not able to access treatment or specialized and differentiated education. And the main task they all have in common is integrating them into the special education system so they get a fair shot at education. So they're able to get the education they deserve and something according to each of their needs. For this, we also make use of organizations that are non-profit and that are not linked to the government, such as the NOVA institution, which pushes inclusive education for students from low-income households that have disabilities in Quito, to name one. And now we're moving to our summary or general conclusion. Parting thoughts.
Okay, to sum up, we have the conclusion of our discussion today, and it highlights 3 points or main point regarding inclusive education in our country, in Ecuador. First, the country's legal frameworks and policies demonstrating a strong commitment to fostering an inclusive education. In the second one, while significant progress has been made, there is still a challenge that they may be addressed during the implementation phase. And finally, there is call to action, or for action, continued investment and awareness and campaign, and a stronger enforcement of police and to ensure inclusive education. These steps are essential for creating a more equal and inclusive education system for all.
Thank you for joining us today. These are the references for our work. Thank you for your time.